Good morning, everyone. I wasn't expecting to make this video today, but I was sitting with Metatron yesterday, listening to him about the energies of the moon and just talking to him a little bit about what's going on for me at the moment. And he brought quite a long, detailed message through when I asked him about different planets. So he's asked me to make this video, which I normally keep for my soul to soul membership group, I must admit, but this time he said, no, you need to get this out to the world. So here goes. So Aries, full moon in Aries on Friday here in the UK. It's all always about releasing full moon, but it's also with Aries influence about a fresh start, new beginning. So the moon, I've made loads of notes, so you'll see me looking down because I can't remember it all. The moon is revealing things to us that may have been hidden or unseen. So things could be coming up that you may have been pondering and thinking, oh, what's that about? Because you couldn't see the bigger picture. That is now being shown to you. What is being highlighted for you at this time, the energy of the full moon, is not just about releasing the old. It's about starting something new. It's about getting started, taking that action. What do you need to do next? What do you need to start? How are you feeling about something? So the energy of Aries is bringing movement, action, enthusiasm, excitement around starting something or beginning again or starting over or beginning something. The sun and the earth are working together, evoking the elemental energies. So we're going to have fire, air, water, earth at play. You're going to have, your pixies, your fairies, your dragons all at play, all helping us with this energy of the elementals. But it's also connected to the moon, which is helping us to ground these energies. All these energies that are available, we can ground them into within us. So what's being shown to you under this full moon? That you are ready to begin. So what's coming up for you that you're ready to start? What is calling you? What's calling your soul? Aries like to create, so it's a very creative energy. Aries is ruled by Mars, bringing you outside of your comfort zone. Mars is about action and moving forwards. We're also in Libra season as well, and this can present, you may find that you want to talk more. You want to talk stuff out. You want to talk about it. You might want to compromise more with those around you at this time. So Mars is slowing us down. It's making us take our time. It's enabling us to have this time to talk things through, to discuss things, to think about things, to come from a place of wisdom and knowledge. So you're really taking the time to, although you know what you want to start or you may want to begin, you're just taking your time over it. But don't let that bring procrastination in, or stuckness. Just think about it and go, yeah, it feels right. We also have a completion energy under Mars at play, to check that what you are starting or moving towards is not coming from an old way of being. So that's why you're being slowed down. Am I doing this the old way, or am I starting afresh and doing it with higher wisdom and higher knowledge? And that comes from experience and what you've learned from the past to do it a different way. So take a moment to connect and make sure you're not making decisions with an old way of being, but in actual fact, you're making those decisions from a higher place. So the decisions are coming from an old way of being that's meant to be ending. Remember, we've got this ending, completion energy as well. So make sure you're going where you want to go and doing what you want to do. Making sure you're being deliberate with the choices you're making. There's a strong energy of considering your choices. Okay, so you'll have opportunities and choices coming up. So the North Node is at play with Aries and is connecting in it. Is reconnection energy. So it's giving us that reconnection. So you may be reconnecting to somebody, or you may be reconnecting to something. What do you want to reconnect to is the difference here. You may have a feeling, I need to do this now. But the strong Libra energy is telling us it's not just about you. And to consider the higher and bigger picture that is being shown to you. Consider the actions and effects that you have. The energy of Mars may well be bringing up anger, resentment, vengeance, injustice, a feeling of injustice. So the North Node and Mars are asking you to learn from past, to understand your emotions, to understand why you behave in a certain way and why you act in a certain way. Big lessons are being shown to us at this time. Be aware of energy around you and how you affect others. So take a moment to learn from what this anger is teaching us at this time. For this will be part of the theme of the eclipse season which we are approaching. Whatever is coming into your awareness under the Aries full moon will be the theme, and it will be uncomfortable. It could become a battle or a fight. You may be feeling, I have to stand up for myself, or even go to war over something in some instances in your life. This could be coming from an old, worn out, unserving, conscious or unconscious way of being. There are other ways to discuss, communicate and negotiate. So, I've lost my thread, sorry. So this could be coming from an old, worn out, unserving consciousness. There are other ways to discuss issues and other ways to solve things and to move forward. Don't stay in this old, stuck, worn out energy. Retreat, think about, talk it out, focus, and choose to do things differently so you can move forward. Be savvy and focus on the best possible outcome for you and for those around you, I'm hearing. Come from a place of wisdom to reach agreements, but wiser about what you initiate, what you feel, and what is valid for you. Think it all through, talk it all through. It's most important you get out of your own way. Trust in the process. So take a moment to connect to the energy of Libra. So Libra, as you know, is all about balance. So what's out of balance for you? Libra's energy helps us to look at the other side, other points of view, the other side of the coin, the other side of the situation, the relationship, whatever it is, the habit, the behaviour. Consider it all. For Aries and Libra are working together with the full moon, and this is going to be the catalyst for us seeing something and understanding something within ourselves, and also how others experience it, experience us, helping us to move away from the energy of being too self-involved, impatient, frustrated. Expand the energy outside of you. See the bigger picture and the opportunities of change it brings. We've also got Venus, the planet of love, at play at the moment, as she is in post-retrograde. And she brings us the energy of new wisdom, bringing us into core alignment, helping us to stay strong and to remain grounded throughout and connected to our core energy. She's helping us to not let something or a person get to us as much. Sinking into our heart, coming out of our head and breathing. Go back to our vital energy at the solar plexus. Back to what gives us life. Our own personal power. So Venus is helping us to rise above this and connect to a more creative energy with Aries, so we can do things differently for our own well-being. Ask yourself today, what can I do next? Which is loving and kind to myself. For you're the most important person in your life. That gives you more energy, more positivity, and a new way of life. Venus is also squaring with Uranus. Something unexpected or unsurprising took place when Venus was in retrograde for you. Something didn't go to plan. It was a shock. It knocked you off your centre. It hurt you. You were completely blindsided. You didn't see it coming. As Venus squares with Uranus for the third time, you will now be working through this. You're going to be processing that shock, trauma, whatever it was for you. And in doing so, this is reminding, Venus squaring Uranus is reminding us that this doesn't need to affect your self-worth, your self-value, your core beliefs, your worthiness. You're recalibrating, you're balancing. You've got the Libra energy, you've got the creative energy of Aries, you've got the full moon letting go, the new beginning with Aries. All of this is strengthening your self-worth, your self-love and your acceptance. Remain strong and don't let it shake you to your core. This has and will make you stronger once you've processed it all. Don't let it dim your light. Stay strong. Focus now instead on what you're going to create next with the energy of Aries, and make it something that will energize you, bring you more energy, more love, more joy. You may need some time to retreat and to work this out for yourself and move through your emotions and feelings and let go of the old patterning. Full moon in Aries may also trigger you. So pause and make your next step from a place of wisdom and love, not anger or frustration. Act from a higher place. Make one decision, one choice at a time. Stay in the now and don't get ahead of yourself. Remember to talk, to discuss things, and talk to somebody that you trust and that can hold space for you. And obviously I can help you if you want me to do a reading for you or hold space for you. You're more than welcome. You can contact me on michellewestinfo@gmail.com. So what we got here, we got the moon, Queen of the Moon Oracle deck. I can't not use this deck when we're talking about the moon. So let's have a look. What cards have we got for the full moon in Aries on Friday? It's a big, powerful one. We've got all of these energies at play, all supporting us and helping us to do things differently and move forward. We've got the card of extremes. Extremes. Feels extreme at the moment. Resistance, purity, change, nourishment. So we could be dealing with extremes. We've got extreme weather coming in the UK. In the next few days, we've got a storm coming in, Storm Agnes coming in. So we've got extremes there. But take this down into your personal level. Remember, I'm talking about the elementals when I was talking just now. So earth, fire, water, all of that, is going to be at play. What extremes are in your life? What are you holding on to that you need to let go of? What are you resisting that's stopping you moving forward, that's stopping you from, seeing the bigger picture? What is stopping you from letting go of the anger and coming from a higher place with wisdom? What's stopping you creating your next step, moving forward? Then you've got the card of purity. Bring back yourself to 0 point. Bring in the white light, because that brings you back to 0 point. Purify your mind, your body. Watch what you're saying, you're thinking, you're doing, you're eating, you're drinking. We've got the card of nourishment there. So nourish not only the earth, but yourself. Nourish your mental health, nourish your physical body, your emotional body. Write it down, talk to somebody. Sometimes just talking to someone can make you feel better, even though they can't change whatever you're going through. And also remember, this too shall pass. I feel like we're in for a bit of a rocky road these next few days. But change is coming, and change is inevitable. Change is part of life. What is it that you need to change about you? Because you can only change you. You can also change how you respond to somebody else or a situation. Keep it high vibe. Stay in that creative mode. Stay in that bigger picture. Stay in your heart, not in your head. So that's the message for the full moon in Aries. And I'll be back next week. Lots of love to you all. Have a great day. Bye for now.